one of the things that really brought it home to me was that the silo, working on the silo mentality and how it's built in as part of the process to address silo, which is really one of the things that's going on with our organization right now is the silo mentality that's there. So innovation engineering includes that as part of the process. Another thing is death threats, something that we don't really touch on, this unsaid thing, and that when you can bring that up in front and get it out in the open where it's easy to talk about, and if you can knock it out, great. If you can't, then you can move on to the next thing, and you don't get hung up. But
to me, I had to explain it sort of to my wife last night, and I explained to her that, you know, it's a system to bring everybody's ideas together, and everybody feels comfortable to talk about ideas and thoughts, and it's a process to bring all this together to make things work, to make things happen, to bring your ideas to fruition. And I told her, I said, you know, this is even something we can use at home in our everyday life. Even like something as simple as taking a vacation. Where do we want to go? What are the things we want to see and do? What are the opportunities we want to see and experience while we're on vacation? And we can bring all that together. And I said, you know, when you take that and break it down into a work environment, we make people more comfortable to bring their ideas to us and to the table and to management. And it's everybody working together more so than normal because they feel comfortable, at ease, in that their ideas and thoughts will be used in a positive manner. But to me, it's so much more than that. It's so much more than it's a creativity program, yes, but it's a creativity program that works toward a system to change your whole idea of how you do things. In me, it changed me, how I look at things and how I do things, and it could be applied to a whole company to change the entire makeup and system of how they work.
I have zero experience with patents, so the whole being that as part of the process was very unique to me because I had no idea about it. But I also see the benefits of it, and that it could really provide a spark of motivation to an organization when their employees are empowered and actually have something with their name on it, and they can really be proud of. And I think that's a huge part of this process that will get buy-in of the employees into actually doing it, because maybe they don't see anything from it other than they've got a piece of paper with their name on it on something that they've innovated. And I think it can really spark innovation inside of a company because it's by the employees.
No, we're not a product creating, but I'm going to improve our system. I'm going to improve the system. I want to know how would you do better of getting this robot to run this well path? How would you get this car moved down this line better? How would you respond better to breakdowns? How would you respond better to preventive maintenance on equipment? How do we get this done? How do we maintain a 90% completion level on our preventive maintenance of our equipment? I think just because of the freestyling, how it's completely different to me is it's a complete change of your thought process. And I've read I started reading some of the Kaizen process to try to get caught up on it, because some of the MPS stuff we do, the Mercedes production system, is based off of that, some of those things. So when I came here, it's a totally different, unique program. You take a group of people, a diverse group of people. You don't necessarily use the people from the same, like normally you say, I get a bunch of engineers collaborate together in the metallurgical field. Well, we're going to take engineers from the metallurgical field. Maybe we're going to throw in a maintenance man. We're going to throw in a production worker. We're going to throw in an office assistant, and we're going to bring those together to create a system that's better and builds off of ours.
To me, I'm an engineer at heart. So on the flip side of that, you've got an idea. How do you make it happen? Well, we've got our typical plan, do, check, act that we use at work. But this actually takes it a step further and adds more steps to the process so that your idea, it may not stay the same, but it increases your odds of successfully implementing it and it being a success. And I think this method of innovation engineering focuses a little bit more on being successful at implementing a solution or an idea rather than just get it out there, because sometimes it's not very successful. And we've seen that at our plant as well, where, hey, continuous improvement, go make a change. And a lot of times maybe it wasn't the right change, or you don't see the impact of other parts of the organization when you make your change. And this one not only helps you be successful, but also pulls in the big picture and lets you see how it affects all parts of the organization. Again, going back to eliminating that silo mentality.
And I've been involved in it for 28 years. I've been involved with several different industries, several different manufacturers, but I've never seen anyone take this approach and get me to this level at this amount of time. It gives me freedom to think on my own. It actually takes away the fear to think of my own, because I've always been taught I got to think by a certain set of principles. I got to follow these rules. Here is, step outside of it, think about something totally different. Bring something totally different in to get your mind stimulated to try to fix your problem. So go something completely different, bring it in, add it to your problem, and start mind mapping, getting ideas together, and it removes that fear. It increases the stimulus, so you get more ideas on how people, or how you and people can solve the system. And that's the key to it. It's all about you thinking, a complete change within you. Think, use your talents. This is something besides a hat rack. We have a brain and a mind and thoughts for a reason, and our culture has created where we take that away from us, and this empowers me to think again, to use my brain and my thoughts to create, even if it's a system or an improvement. It gives me that inner strength, I feel like, to go out and make a difference.